You could be the best covered call trader in the world, generating 50,000, 100,000, even $500,000 a year in options income, and still lose 40% of your wealth to taxes and poor structure. I'm Mark Yegi's fun avatar, and Mark has been trading professionally for 4 decades. And I can tell you, most successful traders focus entirely on making money and completely ignore the wealth preservation side. That's the gap. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what you're missing. In this video, we're going to talk about the wealth architecture gap, the space between generating income and actually keeping it. We'll cover 3 areas where traders consistently leave money on the table: tax optimization, entity structuring, and wealth preservation strategies. I'm not going to promise you anything. I'm not going to tell you this is easy. What I am going to do is show you the blind spots that cost traders tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. If you're making serious money through trading, this is the conversation you need to have. Not next year, not when you have more time. Right now. Let's get into it. Here's what I see all the time. A trader spends hours every week analyzing options chains, studying implied volatility, fine-tuning strike selection, managing positions, doing everything right on the trading side.
They're generating consistent income. Let's say they're making $300,000 a year, selling covered calls and running the wheel strategy. They're disciplined. They're systematic. They're doing what most traders can't do. And then tax season comes. They sit down with their accountant and they find out they owe $90,000 in taxes, maybe more, because every single dollar of that options income is getting taxed as ordinary income at the highest marginal rate: 30%, 35%, maybe even 37% if they're in the top bracket. They just gave up a third of their income to taxes, and they didn't have to. But here's the thing, it's not the accountant's fault. It's not the IRS being unfair. It's that the trader never asked the right question. The question isn't, how do I make more money trading? The question is, how do I keep more of the money I make? And that's a completely different conversation.
Let me break down the 3 areas where traders consistently miss opportunities. Gap 1, tax optimization. Most traders operate as individuals. They trade in a personal brokerage account or maybe an IRA, and they pay taxes on their income at their personal tax rate. But here's what they're missing. If you're generating significant options income, let's say $200,000 or more annually, there are entity structures that can dramatically change your tax situation. An S corporation, for example, lets you split your income into salary and distributions. You pay payroll taxes on the salary portion, but the distributions avoid the 15.3% self-employment tax.
That's a real number. If you're making $400,000 a year and you structure it correctly, you could save $20,000, $30,000, even $40,000 annually just by moving from a sole proprietorship to an S corp. Now, I'm not a tax attorney, I'm not a CPA, I'm not giving you tax advice. What I'm telling you is that these structures exist and most traders have no idea they're an option. They're so focused on generating income that they never think about how that income is being taxed. Gap 2. Entity structuring for liability protection. Let's talk about liability. If you're trading with significant capital, let's say $1 million or more, and something goes wrong in your personal life, that capital is exposed. A lawsuit, a business dispute, a divorce. Suddenly your trading account is on the table. But if that trading capital is inside an LLC or a properly structured trust, it's separated from your personal assets. It's protected.
Most traders never think about this until it's too late. They're building wealth in one account, completely unprotected, assuming nothing will ever go wrong, and maybe nothing will. But do you want to take that risk with 7 figures? Here's the reality. Wealthy people structure their assets differently. They use entities, they use trusts, they separate their trading capital from their personal assets so that if something happens in one area of their life, it doesn't destroy everything else. That's not paranoia. That's just smart wealth architecture. Gap 3, wealth preservation and legacy planning. Now let's talk about what happens when you've built real wealth. Let's say you've been trading systematically for 10 years. You've built a $2 million portfolio. You're generating $150,000 a year in options income, and you're thinking about retirement or passing this wealth to your kids. Here's the question most traders never ask. How do I make sure this wealth actually makes it to the next generation? Because here's what happens without a plan. You pass away. Your estate goes through probate. Your heirs pay estate taxes, potentially 40% or more if your estate is above the exemption limit. Then they inherit the portfolio, and when they eventually sell positions, they pay capital gains on the appreciation. By the time it's all said and done, a $2 million portfolio might only deliver $1 million, $1.2 million to your heirs. You just lost half your wealth to taxes and poor planning. But there are strategies, qualified small business stock provisions, dynasty trusts, charitable remainder trusts, donor-advised funds that let you transfer wealth tax efficiently while still generating income during your lifetime. Most traders have never heard of these strategies, not because they're complicated, not because they're only for billionaires, but because no one ever told them this side of wealth building exists. They spent decades optimizing their trading, but they never optimized their wealth architecture. Let me put some real numbers on this so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's say you're a successful covered call trader. You're making $400,000 a year. You're in the 35% tax bracket. Scenario 1. You're operating as an individual, no entity structure, no tax optimization, just trading in a personal account. You owe $140,000 in federal taxes, plus state taxes. Let's say another $30,000. You're taking home $230,000 after taxes. Not bad, but here's scenario 2. Same trader, same $400,000 in income, but this time you're operating through an S-corp. You're paying yourself a reasonable salary, let's say $150,000, and taking the rest as distributions. You save $15,000 on self-employment taxes right away. Then, you implement some tax strategies your CPA recommends. Retirement contributions, health savings accounts, maybe a home office deduction if you're working from home. Now you're paying $110,000 in taxes instead of $140,000. That's a $30,000 difference every single year. Over 10 years, that's $300,000 you just kept instead of sending to the IRS. And that's just gap 1. We haven't even talked about liability protection or wealth transfer strategies.
The point is this: if you're making serious money through trading and you're not thinking about wealth architecture, you are leaving money on the table. Not hypothetically, actually. So what do you do about this? Here's the shift you need to make. Stop thinking of yourself as a trader who makes money. Start thinking of yourself as a wealth architect who uses trading as one tool in a larger system. That means 3 things. First, get the right advisors. You need a CPA who understands trading income and entity structuring. You need an estate planning attorney if you have significant assets. You need people who can help you see the gaps you didn't know existed. Second, think in systems, not transactions. Every dollar you make through trading needs to flow through a structure that optimizes taxes, protects assets, and positions you for long-term wealth preservation. That structure is your wealth architecture. Third, make this a priority now, not later. The biggest mistake traders make is assuming they'll deal with this when they have more money. But the strategies that work best, entity structuring, retirement accounts, estate planning, are most effective when you implement them early. Waiting costs you money. Every year you operate without a structure is a year you're overpaying on taxes and leaving wealth unprotected. So here's the wealth architecture gap in one sentence. Most traders are great at making money. Almost none of them are thinking about how to keep it, protect it, and transfer it efficiently. Gap 1, tax optimization. You're probably overpaying by tens of thousands every year. Gap 2, entity structuring. Your assets are exposed and you don't even realize it. Gap 3, wealth preservation. You're building wealth without a plan to transfer it. If you're making serious income through trading, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million or more, this isn't optional. This is the conversation that changes everything. I'm Mark Yegi. Trade well and think like a wealth architect.